So as you guys can see, I just finished up with this trouser, and I couldn't set up my buttonhole machine right now. So I use the straight machine to make the buttonhole. You guys can see what I did here. So if you have your buttonhole cutter, you're just going to cut out this part. So I'm going to show you how to do it using a very clear fabric where you're going to see everything that I will be doing on it. You can see.
Anywhere you say, anywhere you say, anywhere.
So welcome, here is the fabric that I will be using for the buttonhole. I want you to take a closer look at this. This is yellow. I'm just going to do the buttonhole here. So let me zoom in very well so that you guys can see what I'm about to do right now. Do you guys see this? So here on this fabric, the very first thing I'll be doing is I'll be making a mark here. This is just for a point here. You can see that small mark. Whatsoever you want to make your buttonhole look like, how wide you want it to be, you're going to measure it right now. But here I'll be using 1 inch for my buttonhole. The width, like how wide I want it to be, is going to be 1 inch. So the next thing I'm going to do here is this. In between these two, I'm going to make a line. So the purpose of this, you can see that the purpose of this is very simple. This is just going to a reference for your starting point and your ending point. And this line, this straight line in between, is just for the guidance to know that you're going to stitch at this side here and at this side here. So it's very simple. And in order to make your buttonhole look very, very smooth and straight, you have to add an interfacing to the back. Just a single small interfacing is enough. Just place it behind, just like this, in order to have a smooth stitch. So let's go to the sewing machine and let's just do that as fast as possible. I promise you're going to love this, and it's going to help you and fasten your, make your work more faster and stuff like that. So here, I believe you guys can see this. I'll be stitching at this side, not on top of the straight line. Don't forget, I'll be stitching at the side here and at the side here. So before I start the stitch, I want you to see something. I'm going to start the stitch from here. Just input here. But as I'm doing the stitch, I'll also be reversing the machine. So let me zoom back a little bit. Okay, you can see my hand here on the reverse panel. So if I go forward, I'm going to go backward at the same time. When I get to that stop point, I'm going to go backward. I'm going to do that like 4 times till I see that the stitch is thick enough. So let's do that. Just going to go backward again. Okay. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see. So here is what my first stitch looks like. So here is what my first stitch looks like. You can see that. I hope this thing can just focus good so that you can see how smooth it is. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run the second stitch at the side. I use black so that it's going to be very obvious and you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to run this second stitch at the side, just like that. But there will be a space in between the two. So that's it. I just run my second stitch. can see that. Let's cut this out as well. Do you see this? This is what the second stitch looks like. So after that, I'm just going to close each of those sides. So you're going to do the same thing, just close it. You come to this side as well, please close it. So here we have our button O. Very smooth, and depending on the size you want to do, if you're doing like half of an inch, you're just going to mark your half of an inch and you're going to follow this step-by-step process. So here is what we have. I hope this can use okay, it has focused so you guys can see. So you can see it still have a little bit of rough around here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it out. If you have your button O cut, you can just put it inside, but here I don't have a button O cut, so I'm just going to bend it like this. You can see. Let me use a manual focus. So here, okay, I'm just going to cut this side out. So when it's cut, you can see our button holes like that. But here is where the problem is. You can see it has a little bit of rough around those edges. You can see. Okay, you can see that. So that's when this comes in. Our lighter, very simple. You're just going to burn it from inside here. Let's put a fire from inside. Just open it up, put a fire. Yes. Yes, just burn it from inside. Yes. I'm going to burn all the bigger excess, all the thread. You're going to have a smooth edge. This will definitely help you. I hope so. So that is it on how to make a button O with a straight machine. Very simple. As simple as A, B, and C. So that's about it. And I will see you guys on my next video. Peace.